Why do we measure the size of a diamond with a unit called carat? And why is the purity of gold also measured with the unit carat, but spelled with a K? It does seem weird to describe jewelry with a vegetable, but the names of these units actually don't come from the orange root. They come from a brown bean. When ancient people in the Mideast and around the Mediterranean were trading valuable gems and metals, it was important to be able to measure small weights very accurately. A balance scale was a very simple and highly accurate way to measure weight, but you also need to have some consistent unit of measurement that everyone can agree on, and is easily accessible wherever you traveled to. The solution came with the carob bean. Carob plants grew all around the Mediterranean and Mideast, and their small brown beans were strangely uniform in weight, so they made for an excellent unit of measurement for small weights. Traders could place a gemstone or piece of gold on one pan of a balance scale, and fill the other pan with carob beans until the scale balanced evenly. And they could perform other calculations. If they were to divide a piece of gold in half, it should weigh equal to half as many carob beans. If you added 3 beans to one pan, it would remain balanced if you added 3 beans to the other pan. When you do the same thing to both sides of the scale, you maintain balance. The carob beans would not only lend their name to the modern units of weight carat, but calculating with them also helped inspire a way of working with balanced quantities that grew in the Mideast. If you have a statement that says a set of values are equal, you have a sort of balance. Perhaps one of the quantities in that statement is unknown. We don't know what it is, but we do know how it balances when combined together with these other quantities. We can treat these values like items on a scale. If we do something to one side of the scale, we can maintain balance if we do the same thing to the other side of the scale. We could subtract the same quantity from both sides, or divide both sides by the same value. As long as we treat both sides the same, we maintain balance in the statement, and can calculate the value of unknown quantities. In fact, some ancient Arab scholars used diagrams with balance scales to illustrate concepts in algebra. So if you ever use algebra to find an unknown value, remember that the basic idea of what you're doing is not all that different than balancing beans.